You know what happened to me last Tuesday? I walked into my usual fitness center and watched a woman in head-to-toe leopard print, wearing what looked suspiciously like a bikini top, leave her sweat puddle on every machine she touched. But here is the twist. She then proceeded to take a 30-minute phone call on speaker while sitting on the leg press machine. I stood there thinking, when did the gym become a jungle where basic manners went to die? This woman had money. You could tell from her designer workout bag and those $300 sneakers. But here is what money cannot buy: class. And nothing screams new money, no manners, louder than treating a shared fitness space like your personal playground. If you want to learn how to carry yourself with education and elegance while working out, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you are tired of watching women embarrass themselves at the gym and you want to be the kind of woman who commands respect without saying a word, this video is for you. And do not forget to leave a like if you want more content about how to be a true lady in every situation. The foundation: why gym etiquette matters. According to the Emily Post Institute, the #1 rule at the gym is wiping down equipment after use because no one wants to sit or lie in someone else's sweat. But here is what Emily Post did not tell you. Your behavior at the gym reveals everything about your upbringing, your respect for others, and your understanding of shared spaces. I learned this lesson the hard way during my university teaching days. A colleague invited me to her exclusive gym, the kind where membership costs more than most people spend on rent. I expected refinement. Instead, I witnessed what I can only describe as a masterclass in how not to behave. Women hogging equipment for Instagram photos, leaving weights scattered everywhere. And yes, someone actually answering their phone during a yoga class. The gym is not your private studio. It is a community space where your true character shows. When you treat it with respect, you elevate yourself. When you do not, you become that woman everyone talks about for all the wrong reasons. Chapter 1: Dressing the Part. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria was a successful lawyer who joined my former gym. Every morning she would arrive wearing what could best be described as a neon disaster. We are talking electric pink sports bra, lime green leggings with cutouts in inappropriate places, and enough spandex to outfit a small circus troupe. The problem was not that Maria looked bad. She was in excellent shape. The problem was that she looked desperate for attention. Proper gym attire should be made from moisture-wicking fabric that allows you to move without restriction while maintaining appropriate coverage. Here is what a woman of class understands. Your workout clothes should enhance your workout, not become the workout for everyone else's eyes. Choose pieces that fit properly. Not so tight that you risk wardrobe malfunctions. Not so loose that you look sloppy. Invest in quality fabrics that wick sweat and maintain their shape. The elegant woman chooses subtle colors or classic black. She saves the neon pink leopard print for... Actually, she saves it for never. Because true elegance is timeless, not trendy. Your gym attire should whisper effortless sophistication, not scream, "Look at me." And please, for the love of all that is refined, remember that athletic wear is not swimwear. I have seen women mistake the gym for a beach. A sports bra is meant to be worn under a top, not as the main event. Chapter 2: The Art of Equipment Etiquette. The #1 rule broken in gyms is not putting weights back where they belong, but this goes deeper than simple organization. When you leave a machine loaded with weights, you are essentially saying, "I am more important than whoever comes next." I witnessed this recently with a woman who used 3 different weight machines simultaneously. She would do a set on one, walk to another, then to a third, leaving towels on all 3 to reserve them during peak hours. Meanwhile, other women waited patiently, shooting her increasingly annoyed glances. The correct approach? Use one piece of equipment at a time. When others want to use equipment, agree to rotate your sets. This is called working in, and it is the hallmark of someone who understands community etiquette. Always return weights to their designated spots. Strip the plates from barbells when you are finished. Wipe down every surface your body touched. These are not suggestions. They are requirements for anyone who wants to be seen as well-educated. And here is something most women do not know. When unloading a bench press or squat rack, remove weight plates evenly from both sides to prevent the bar from becoming dangerously unbalanced. Chapter 3: Personal Space and Awareness. Unless you are spotting someone, maintain at least 3 feet of distance from other lifters for both safety and courtesy. But personal space at the gym extends beyond physical proximity. Last month, I watched a woman set up her phone on a tripod in the weight room during the busiest hour. She spent 20 minutes filming herself doing bicep curls, making everyone else navigate around her makeshift studio. Content creators are turning crowded weight rooms into makeshift sound stages, often without considering other gym members. The elegant woman understands that the gym is not her personal filming location. If you must record your workout, Do it discreetly and always ask before including others in your shots. Most people come to the gym to escape the world, not to become unwitting extras in your fitness influencer fantasy. Here is what refined women know. Stay out of a lifter's line of sight when they are preparing for or executing a lift, as movement in their field of vision can be extremely distracting and dangerous. Chapter 4. The Hygiene Standards. I once saw a woman arrive at the gym wearing the same workout clothes she had worn the previous 3 days. The smell preceded her entrance by about 10 feet. This is not about budget. This is about basic respect for others and yourself. Apply deodorant before entering the workout area, but be careful with perfume application, as the scent can become overpowering when mixed with sweat. The goal is to be unnoticeable, not memorable for the wrong reasons. Bring a towel. Actually, bring 2. One for wiping equipment, one for personal use. The woman who drapes herself across machines without a barrier is the same woman who probably uses the hotel bathroom barefoot. And please, wash your workout clothes after each use. That expensive athleisure loses all its cash when it doubles as a science experiment. Chapter 5. Technology and Communication. Using your phone for anything other than music can be disruptive to others. Yet I regularly witness women conducting business calls between sets, streaming videos without headphones, and treating the gym like their personal office. The refined woman uses headphones for all audio. She keeps phone calls brief and moves to a lobby or quiet area if she must take an important call. She understands that her playlist is not everyone's preference, and her conversation is not everyone's entertainment. Here is a story that perfectly illustrates this point. 2 months ago, a woman spent 45 minutes on a video call with her mother while sitting on the only assisted pull-up machine. When someone finally asked if she was still using it, she replied, "I am just taking a little break." A little break that lasted longer than most people's entire workout. Chapter 6. Class and Group Settings. Arrive on time for fitness classes, as lateness is disruptive to the instructor and other participants. But punctuality is just the beginning of proper class etiquette. The woman of class does not spread her belongings across multiple cubbies or claim extra space for her oversized water bottle collection. She does not save spots for friends who may or may not show up. She does not critique the instructor's form or offer unsolicited advice to fellow participants. I remember attending a yoga class where a woman arrived 15 minutes late, carrying a smoothie and talking loudly about her weekend plans. She then proceeded to set up her mat in the only available space, directly in front of someone else, blocking their view of the instructor. When the class ended, she left her props scattered around and walked out while everyone else was still in final relaxation. This is what happens when money meets a complete absence of manners. Chapter 7. The Locker Room. Laws walking around nude while talking to others often makes people uncomfortable. If you need to finish grooming before dressing, wrap a towel around your intimate parts. The locker room reveals character like nowhere else. I have seen women blow dry their hair for 30 minutes during peak hours, leave wet towels on benches, and yes, attempt to have full business meetings while in various states of undress. The elegant woman keeps her grooming efficient during busy times. If you work out at peak time, make it a quickie. Wash, rinse, and leave. She does not treat the space like her personal spa or socializing area. Store your belongings properly. Clean up after yourself. Respect others' privacy. These should be automatic responses for anyone with proper upbringing. Chapter 8. When things go wrong. Even the most well-intentioned woman will occasionally make a mistake at the gym. The difference between class and chaos is how you handle these moments. If you accidentally leave equipment out, put it away immediately when you realize it. If you splash water near the sink, wipe it up. If you realize you have been talking too loudly, lower your voice. The refined woman takes responsibility without being asked. I once accidentally took someone else's water bottle from the group fitness room. When I realized my mistake, I immediately returned it with a quiet apology. No drama, no excuses, just acknowledgement and correction. This is how a lady handles errors, swiftly, gracefully, and without making the situation about herself. Chapter 9. The Social Dynamics of Fitness. The gym is not just about physical transformation, it is about social intelligence. And nothing reveals a woman's breeding faster than how she handles the unspoken hierarchies and relationships within these spaces. I once observed a fascinating interaction between 2 women at the squat rack. The first woman, clearly experienced, impeccably dressed in understated black athleisure, was working through her routine with quiet efficiency. The second woman, newer to the gym, wearing a loud pattern that screamed "trying too hard," kept hovering nearby, clearly wanting to use the equipment. Instead of asking directly, she began doing exaggerated stretches right next to the squat rack, sighing loudly and checking her phone repeatedly. This passive-aggressive display went on for 10 minutes. The experienced woman, sensing the tension, politely asked, "Would you like to work in?" The newer woman replied with obvious relief, "Oh, I was not sure if I should ask." Here is what the elegant woman understands. Direct, polite communication always trumps passive-aggressive theater. When you want to use equipment someone else is occupying, approach them between sets and ask, "How many sets do you have left?" Or, "Would it be possible to work in?" Most people are happy to share when asked respectfully. But there is an art to this timing. Never interrupt someone mid-set. Wait for their natural rest period. Never hover impatiently or make exaggerated gestures of frustration. These behaviors mark you as someone who has never learned proper social protocols. Chapter 10. The Unspoken Dress Code. Violations. Let me tell you about the incident that made me realize just how far some women will go to get attention. Last month, I witnessed a woman arrive at the gym wearing what could only be described as lingerie masquerading as activewear. We are talking sheer panels, strategic cutouts, and coverage so minimal it would make a beach volleyball player blush. The problem was not just the outfit itself, it was watching every other woman in the vicinity become suddenly self-conscious about their own perfectly appropriate attire. This is what happens when someone mistakes provocative for powerful. The refined woman understands that the gym is not a runway for sexual display. Your workout attire should allow you to move freely, wick sweat effectively, and maintain appropriate coverage during all exercises. When you can see your reflection in a window and mistake yourself for an exotic dancer, you have crossed a line. Here is a test I learned from my architecture-loving eye for aesthetics. If your outfit would be inappropriate for meeting your partner's mother, it is probably inappropriate for the gym. The goal is athletic elegance, not athletic exhibitionism. And please, understand the difference between confidence and desperation. Confidence is wearing well-fitted, quality pieces that make you feel strong and capable. Desperation is wearing something so revealing that you spend more time adjusting it than actually exercising. Chapter 11. The Politics of Peak Hours. There is a hierarchy at every gym during busy hours, and the woman of class learns to navigate it with grace rather than entitlement. I remember watching a woman storm into the gym at 6 p.m., the absolute peak hour, and become visibly frustrated that her usual treadmill was occupied. Instead of adapting her workout or waiting patiently, she began loudly complaining to anyone within earshot about how some people do not understand time limits. What she failed to realize was that the woman on her treadmill was a cardiac rehabilitation patient who came at the same time every day as part of her doctor-prescribed routine. The elegant woman would have simply adjusted her plan or found alternative equipment. During peak hours, flexibility becomes the ultimate marker of sophistication. The refined woman arrives with multiple workout options in mind. If the elliptical is occupied, she has a strength training backup. If the yoga studio is full, she knows how to create an effective stretching routine in the general gym area. More importantly, she never acts as though she owns any piece of equipment or has more right to be there than anyone else. The gym membership makes you a participant in a community, not the queen of a personal fitness kingdom. Chapter 12. Technology Boundaries in the Digital Age. The rise of fitness influencers has created a new category of gym etiquette violations that would have horrified Emily Post. I recently watched a woman set up a full ring light and professional camera setup in the free weights area, then proceed to film the same bicep curl sequence 15 times, requiring everyone else to navigate around her production. When someone finally asked if she could move her setup during peak hours, she replied, "This will only take a few more minutes," which turned into 45 minutes of equipment monopolization and space disruption. Here is what the socially intelligent woman understands. Your content creation does not supersede everyone else's workout. If you must film, do it during off-peak hours, use minimal equipment, and always ask permission from anyone who might appear in your frame. The truly elegant approach? Film your workouts at home if you need content that badly. The gym is for fitness, not followers. But technology boundaries extend beyond filming. I have witnessed women conducting full business meetings on speakerphone while using cardio equipment, streaming Netflix at full volume during their entire workout, and yes, taking selfies in the locker room mirror while other women are changing. Your phone should enhance your workout, not become everyone else's annoyance. Use headphones for all audio, keep calls brief and private, and remember that not everyone wants to be documented during their most vulnerable moments. Chapter 13. The Art of Graceful Exits. How you leave the gym says as much about your character as how you enter it. The refined woman does not simply abandon her space when her workout is complete. She restores it. This means wiping down all equipment one final time, returning any accessories to their designated areas, and ensuring her locker area is clean and ready for the next person. In group fitness classes, she helps stack chairs or mats if the instructor requests assistance. I once saw a woman finish an intense spin class, grab her towel, and walk out while her bike was still dripping with sweat, and the resistance knob was set to maximum. The instructor had to stop setting up for the next class to clean and reset her station. The woman of class understands that her workout is not truly finished until she has left the space better than she found it. This principle extends to the locker room, where she ensures her area is tidy, the bench is dry, and any borrowed items are returned. Chapter 14. Handling difficult personalities. Every gym has them: the equipment hoarder, the loud grunter, the unsolicited advice giver, the space invader. How you handle these encounters reveals your own level of sophistication. Recently, I observed a masterclass in elegant problem solving. A woman was trying to use a cable machine while a man monopolized 3 different attachments, spreading them across multiple stations like he was claiming territory. Instead of becoming confrontational or passive-aggressive, she approached him calmly and said, "Excuse me, when you are finished with the elat pull-down attachment, would you mind if I used it? I only need it for 2 quick sets." He immediately realized his inconsiderate behavior and offered to let her work in. No drama, no public shaming, no social media rant later. Just direct, polite communication that achieved the desired result. The elegant woman does not engage in gym confrontations that turn into public spectacles. She addresses issues directly but diplomatically, and if that fails, she involves gym staff rather than escalating the situation herself. Chapter 15. Seasonal Etiquette. Considerations. Summer brings its own set of etiquette challenges that the refined woman navigates with particular care. Higher temperatures mean more exposed skin, which requires even greater attention to hygiene and appropriate coverage. I have noticed that some women interpret warm weather as permission to wear essentially underwear to the gym. While temperature considerations are valid, basic modesty standards do not disappear with the rising mercury. The elegant woman chooses breathable, moisture-wicking fabrics in appropriate cuts, rather than simply removing more clothing. Summer also tends to bring more casual gym-goers, people who join for beach season preparation, but lack understanding of gym culture. The woman of class becomes a positive example during these months, demonstrating proper behavior without being condescending to newcomers. Winter creates different challenges: longer warm-up periods, more layers to manage, and potentially tracking in wet weather elements. The sophisticated woman plans for these seasonal considerations, bringing appropriate footwear for indoor use and managing her layers without monopolizing locker space. Chapter 16. The investment in quality. There is a reason why well-bred women invest in quality workout attire, and it extends far beyond vanity. Cheap athletic wear often loses its shape after minimal washing, fails to wick moisture effectively, and can actually become a hygiene liability. I learned this lesson personally when I tried to economize on workout clothes early in my fitness journey. The polyester blend I purchased began retaining odors after just a few uses, no matter how thoroughly I washed it. Nothing announces budget overbreeding quite like workout clothes that smell before you even begin exercising. Quality pieces made from advanced technical fabrics maintain their appearance, perform their intended function, and actually save money over time because they last longer. The refined woman understands that this is an investment in both her comfort and her image. More importantly, when you feel confident in well-fitted, high-quality attire, you carry yourself differently. You move with more assurance, focus better on your workout, and naturally command more respect from others in the space. Chapter 17. International Gym Etiquette. Having had the privilege of working out in fitness facilities across different countries during my travels, I can tell you that while specific customs may vary, the fundamental principles of respect and consideration are universal. In European gyms, I noticed even stricter adherence to cleanliness standards and noise levels. Conversations are kept to absolute minimums, and any form of attention-seeking behavior is met with immediate social disapproval. American women traveling abroad should be particularly mindful of these cultural differences. In Asian fitness facilities, the concept of personal space is even more sacred, and group harmony takes precedence over individual expression. Loud music, phone calls, or disruptive behavior marks you immediately as an inconsiderate foreigner. The globally sophisticated woman adapts her behavior to local customs while maintaining her own standards of elegance. She observes before acting, asks questions when uncertain, and never assumes that her home country's norms apply everywhere. Chapter 18. Building your gym wardrobe strategically. The intelligent woman builds her workout wardrobe like she builds any other aspect of her closet, with intention, quality, and versatility in mind. Start with neutrals that mix and match effortlessly. Black, navy, charcoal, and white form the foundation of an elegant athletic wardrobe. Invest in 3 well-fitted sports bras in different support levels: light for yoga, medium for general fitness, high for intense cardio. Choose leggings with a flattering cut that maintains its shape through multiple washes. Add a few quality tops that transition from gym to errands without looking obviously athletic. The refined woman also considers the message her choices send. Logos should be minimal and tasteful. Patterns, if any, should be sophisticated rather than attention-grabbing. The goal is to look like you take fitness seriously, not like you are auditioning for a music video. Quality athletic shoes deserve special mention. They are both a safety necessity and a style statement. Invest in proper footwear for your primary activities and replace them when they show significant wear. Nothing undermines an otherwise polished look quite like worn-out sneakers. The lasting impact. What we are really discussing here extends far beyond gym etiquette. We are talking about how a woman of substance presents herself in all communal spaces, how she balances personal goals with community consideration, and how she maintains her standards regardless of the environment. The gym becomes a laboratory for character development. Every interaction is an opportunity to demonstrate grace under pressure, kindness without expectation of return, and leadership through example rather than words. When you consistently behave with class and consideration, you create ripple effects that improve the entire environment. Other women begin to model their behavior after yours. Newcomers feel more welcome. The overall atmosphere becomes more refined and pleasant for everyone. This is the true power of a woman who understands that elegance is not just about appearance, it is about impact. Your presence should elevate every space you enter, and the gym is no exception to this rule. Chapter 19, The Psychology of Gym Hierarchies. Every fitness facility has an invisible social structure that the astute woman learns to read and respect. There are the morning regulars who have claimed certain equipment at certain times for years. There are the serious athletes training for competitions who require specific spaces and equipment. There are the fitness professionals who use the space as their office. Understanding these dynamics without being intimidated by them is a mark of social intelligence. I remember when I first joined an upscale fitness club and made the mistake of using a bench that was apparently reserved by an unspoken agreement for a particular trainer and her clients during morning hours. Instead of creating conflict, I simply observed the patterns for a few days and adjusted my routine accordingly. Within a week, I had found my own rhythm that respected existing customs while meeting my needs. The trainer even approached me to compliment my consideration, a small gesture that opened doors to valuable fitness advice later. The woman of class does not try to disrupt established patterns through entitlement or ignorance. She adapts, observes, and finds her place within the community structure. This is not submission. It is sophisticated social navigation. Chapter 20. Mentorship without overstepping. There is a delicate art to helping newcomers without appearing condescending or intrusive. The refined woman offers assistance in ways that preserve the other person's dignity while genuinely improving their experience. Last week, I watched a new member struggle with adjusting a cable machine for 20 minutes, clearly too embarrassed to ask for help. Instead of swooping in with unsolicited advice, I finished my own set and casually mentioned, "That machine can be tricky. Would you like me to show you the quick adjustment trick?" The key was framing it as sharing knowledge rather than correcting ignorance. I also made sure to compliment something she was doing correctly before offering any suggestions. This approach allows people to maintain their confidence while receiving helpful guidance. However, there is a line between helpful mentorship and unwanted coaching. The woman of breeding never assumes that her way is the only correct way, and she certainly never interrupts someone's workout to offer form corrections unless specifically asked. Chapter 21. The Etiquette of Personal Training. When working with a personal trainer in a public gym setting, additional considerations come into play. You are not just representing yourself, you are part of a professional relationship that affects the trainer's reputation and the gym's atmosphere. I have observed sessions where clients treat their trainers like personal servants, demanding they fetch water, clean equipment, and cater to every whim. This behavior reflects poorly on both the client's character and their understanding of professional relationships. The elegant woman collaborates with her trainer as a partner in her fitness journey. She arrives prepared, follows instructions respectfully, and treats the trainer with the same courtesy she would expect from any professional service provider. She also remains aware of how her training session affects others in the space. If her routine requires significant space or multiple pieces of equipment, she ensures her trainer schedules sessions during appropriate times. She never monopolizes communal areas for extended private training without consideration for other members. Chapter 22. Recovery and Rest Etiquette. The modern fitness landscape includes recovery areas, stretching zones, and relaxation spaces that require their own etiquette protocols. These areas are designed for quiet restoration, not social gathering or phone conversations. I recently witnessed a group of women turn the stretching area into their personal coffee klatch, complete with loud discussions about their weekend plans, while others were trying to focus on their cool-down routines. This transforms a peaceful recovery space into a social disruption. The refined woman uses these areas for their intended purpose. She keeps conversations to a minimum, respects others' need for quiet focus, and does not monopolize space with excessive personal belongings or extended socializing. Foam rolling, in particular, requires consideration for others. The sounds and movements involved can be disruptive if not managed thoughtfully. Position yourself away from high-traffic areas when possible, and be mindful of the time you spend on equipment others may need. Chapter 23, The Dining and Hydration Protocol. The integration of juice bars, cafes, and social areas within modern fitness facilities creates additional opportunities for both elegance and embarrassment. How you handle food and beverages in these spaces reveals your understanding of appropriate public behavior. I once observed a woman order an elaborate smoothie and then proceed to consume it while walking through the weight room, leaving a trail of drips and nearly spilling on expensive equipment. This casual disregard for space boundaries and cleanliness standards marked her immediately as someone lacking basic awareness. The woman of class understands that food and beverages belong in designated consumption areas. She does not bring messy or strong-smelling foods into workout spaces. When using hydration during exercise, she chooses appropriate containers that will not leak or create noise distractions. In cafe areas, she applies the same dining etiquette principles she would use anywhere else: appropriate conversation volume, proper table manners, and consideration for other patrons trying to enjoy their post-workout refreshments in peace. Chapter 24. Seasonal social events and gym culture. Many upscale fitness facilities host social events, fitness challenges, and community gatherings that provide opportunities to deepen relationships within the gym community. How you participate in these events can significantly impact your social standing and overall gym experience. The elegant woman approaches these events with the same social intelligence she brings to any gathering. She participates genuinely rather than simply networking for personal advantage. She supports others' achievements without making everything about her own accomplishments. During fitness challenges or group activities, she maintains her competitive spirit while respecting others' efforts and limitations. She celebrates collective achievements and graciously handles both victory and defeat. These events also provide opportunities to observe the true character of other members. Pay attention to how people treat those who are struggling, how they handle competition, and whether they contribute positively to group dynamics. These observations will guide your future interactions and relationship development within the community. Chapter 25. The Economics of Elegance. Quality gym memberships, personal training, and premium athletic wear represent significant investments that should be approached with the same thoughtfulness you apply to any major purchase. The refined woman understands that the cheapest option is rarely the most economical in the long term. When evaluating fitness facilities, consider not just the equipment and amenities, but the culture and clientele. A gym where proper etiquette is expected and maintained will provide a more pleasant experience and better return on your investment than a facility where anything goes. Similarly, investing in quality athletic wear, proper footwear, and necessary accessories prevents the false economy of constantly replacing inferior products. More importantly, when you look and feel your best, you are more likely to maintain consistent exercise habits that justify the financial investment. The woman of means also understands the value of supporting businesses that align with her standards. Choose facilities and brands that demonstrate commitment to quality, customer service, and community building. Chapter 26. Creating your personal brand. Your consistent behavior at the gym becomes your personal brand within that community. People will know you as the woman who always wipes down equipment, who offers encouragement to newcomers, who dresses appropriately, and who handles conflicts with grace. This reputation extends beyond the gym walls. Fitness communities often overlap with professional and social circles, particularly in smaller cities or upscale areas. The partners at my former law firm all belonged to the same athletic club, and professional relationships were definitely influenced by how people conducted themselves in that informal setting. Build your reputation intentionally by consistently demonstrating the behaviors you want to be known for. If you want to be seen as supportive, make a point of encouraging others during challenging workouts. If you want to be known for your professionalism, maintain appropriate boundaries and conversation topics. Remember that reputations are built slowly but can be damaged quickly. One public outburst, one inappropriate outfit choice, one instance of poor sportsmanship can undo months of careful reputation building. The refined woman guards her reputation as carefully at the gym as she does in any other sphere of her life. The final lesson: your legacy in motion. Here is what separates the truly elegant woman from the pretender. She makes everyone around her feel more comfortable, not less. Her presence elevates the environment rather than disrupting it. The gym is a microcosm of society. How you behave there reflects your understanding of community, respect, and basic human decency. When you wipe down equipment without being reminded, when you share space graciously, When you dress appropriately and conduct yourself with quiet confidence, you become the kind of woman others want to emulate. Remember, being a lady is not about perfection. It is about consideration. It is about understanding that your actions affect others and choosing to make that impact positive. Every time you enter that gym, you have a choice. You can be the woman who elevates the space through her presence and behavior, or you can be the woman everyone talks about for all the wrong reasons. The truly sophisticated woman understands that her behavior at the gym becomes part of her overall reputation and character assessment. Professional opportunities, social invitations, and personal relationships can all be influenced by how you conduct yourself in these informal but revealing environments. Your workout routine may strengthen your body, but your gym etiquette strengthens your character and social standing. The discipline you show in maintaining proper behavior even when tired, sweaty, and focused on personal goals demonstrates the kind of self-control and consideration that successful people recognize and value. Choose elevation, choose grace, choose to be unforgettable for the right reasons. Because in the end, true class is not about where you exercise. It is about how you elevate every space you enter, one respectful interaction at a time. When you master the art of gym etiquette, you master a crucial component of modern social navigation. You demonstrate that you can maintain your standards and consideration for others regardless of the environment. This is the hallmark of a woman who truly understands what it means to be refined in every circumstance. The gym becomes not just a place to improve your physical health, but a laboratory for developing the kind of character and presence that opens doors and creates opportunities throughout your life. Make every workout a masterclass in elegance. Your future self will thank you for it. If you enjoyed learning about how to maintain your elegance even when breaking a sweat, make sure to subscribe to High Class Manual for more etiquette lessons that will help you navigate every situation with confidence and class. Hit that like button if you want to continue learning how to be a woman of true refinement. And speaking of refinement while traveling, if you dream of being an elegant, sophisticated traveler who knows exactly how to behave in any country or culture, check out the Elegant Travel Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler ebook. The link is in the first pinned comment, along with other products that will help you live your most refined life. What did you learn today that surprised you the most? Comment below. Elegance elevates everything if you are ready to transform how you show up in every fitness space and beyond. I have left several links to elegant products in the first pinned comment because a refined woman surrounds herself with quality in every aspect of her life, from her workout gear to her lifestyle choices. Until next time, remember, true class is timeless, and it shows in everything you do, especially when you think no one is watching. The gym is where your real character emerges, so make sure it is a character worth admiring.